Man, you can go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get the truth. The truth. Tell them that we coming. Just tell them that we coming. Lock it in. Lock the door.
Because the game is going to send you a bill.
Once again, we're back at the Truce podcast. I am Professor Melly Mill. We got Malik Spellman and Dawood Shuel. Let's get it, guys.
Yes, sir, let's go, man. Let's go. We just
all I can say to that is,
man.
Listen, guys, that seems to be a movement within the hip hop community that I think at one time that gang culture provided the platform, also the backdrop for hip hop to rap about. They gave them things, that's social observers, that's social commentary. And now today, I think that has flipped.
Flipped, totally. Corporate.
Yeah, it has become corporate. It also has become
corporate controlled.
Corporate control, degradation, misogyny,
dictatorship,
360 deals.
There you go. You hit it on the nose. Bingo. Top 30 answers, number one.
Survey says.
So, but what I get though, there's no socialization program within the hip hop. Because here's again, you can't give a kid that never had nothing, you give him $2 or $3 million, and he hasn't been socialized to handle the type of money. What's going to happen? What's the outcome? Well,
to me, it's going to be a small bunch of rich in the long run for them, because the system itself is controlled by corporate. And so when you have a 360, corporation is controlling because it's about branding. So, they don't want you to mess up your brand, because guess what happens when your brand, if you're selling $1 billion worth of alcohol and you get caught somewhere and your brand messed up, now that alcohol suffers and then they take their money. So it's a system that's set up to get people rich and get other people richer. But here's the issue with it, because you have so many people involved in it, and most people, for us and our education of it is that we don't have it. We don't understand how that functions, what's the benefit, and who really to talk to make things happen in our communities. You know what I'm saying? We have influence to do so, but do we know how to do it? That's the issue. So it's a system that makes people rich, keep people rich, and make other people richer. So it's like I said, that's what 360 represent. And it's hip hop, because the hip hop and the black marketing, and when you talking about us and this $2.2 trillion that's spent, this is the system. And if you look at it and you weigh out poverty, you'll see poverty is over here, because it's the marketing, what they sell us, and what's the programming that they give us. So it's like, it's like when you don't have a leader, your leader become your television. The things that you look at the most, you become repetitive in your thing, and it's a trigger thing. Like we was talking about, trigger the emotions and feelings. So that's going to trigger us. That's what marketing and promotion does, because they selling stuff. And we got great influencers who's commercialized in big platforms. And how do we get to it without violating nobody? We got to go to the people that control it. Instead of us telling these athletes and these other people to do stuff, knowing they up under contracts because they controlled by the marketing money, you got to go to the people. You got to go to the puppeteer. We got to go to the agencies. We got to go to the William Morrisons. We got to go to the CAAs, because these are the people that control these people, and they got them by a string. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's a business. And so we as black folks have not been able to successfully understand the way that business is, and how we get this business to come back and really have an impact on the culture, because it still is dictating the culture right now. And our culture is not our historical culture, our ancestral culture. We have a corporate culture now, because we are corporate citizens that have social securities and birth certificates. And the system itself is systems inside systems. And so, we have to, kind of like know how to do it, but we don't get that if we don't bring our thoughts together and we start focusing, like what Gangster was just saying, especially on politics.
Yeah, he said a lot. Man. But Malik, now that we established the rabbit hole-ism with the corporate behind it, how do we rectify, and what do we do, and where do we start at? How do we start building a better place and a better space for our people?
Well, I can tell you one thing that
because you say all skin ain't kin.
That's true. But I can tell you one thing that we have that we can definitely capitalize off of, because there's a lot of talented people in our community, electricians, videographers, doctors, lawyers. But did y'all just see that brother right there that just did that microphone move with the locks. Man,
Yeah, I
you need
did.
to hire that motherfucker at General Electric. I ain't never seen a motherfucker sneak up behind you with their locks. So they wasn't dreadlocks, so we don't dread see him. But he was a crawling electrician. We got some special kind of talented. This motherfucker was crawling like this on the floor, looking for the electrical cord, then crawled back over there. Where did you get this? That's one of them electricians they need at the CIA or to go up in the Bank of America or something. Run that tape back, man, with that crawling electrician. We got some different kind of species around here. So you can't say we ain't got no unprecedented talent.
It's unprecedented.
I thought it was, I didn't know what it was. I was like, was this motherfucker teleporting? Like, how did he get right there? You know, then I got PTSD. I'm like, is he gonna shoot?
Yeah.
Is he gonna grab my bag? Because America told me I can't trust him. But then if you look at it, he was behind his brother. But I never had a crawling electrician. Maybe we need to patent that.
Well, in regards to hip hop, guys.
Yeah, he hipped and he hopped his ass
Hip-hop.
right in, crawled on the damn
Hip-hop.
floor.
So to take us back,
Okay.
take us back.
Oh yeah.
Is there? How do we really define gangster rap? How do we define that? Is there even such a thing? Because it seemed like a lot of robbing, a lot of stealing, a lot of theft, and a lot of borrowed,
gangster rap is
borrowed
defined.
content.
Gangster rap is defined by prefabricated, exaggerated stories, like the boy Fat Rat said. You got a lot of people who couldn't come off the porch, heard the stories of Malik Daoud and Mel and them, and then wrote theyself into the script. So a lot of these kids that's out here now that's getting influenced by dudes that's coming out of these prisons, a lot of these prisons, man, is sensitive need yards. So for a child that's impressionable, and you come out here talking that gangster stuff, gangster to me is a culmination of fantasies mixed with some parts of reality.
Well, my take on it, and I like that because that's the personalities and the characters become brands that's used in movies and film, and you know these things make money. You know, and we talk about intellectual properties when we speaking now. Okay, so gangster rap to me is more tied to a corporate structure, and it has a code. Somebody owns it, and when they own that, they own everything we just talked about, and somebody's making money. So when we talk about hip hop, you know, we talk about not just the characters, because we got them born every day. There's a different character born every day, and the thing is that who control characters and intellectual properties is the key. Who controls the code to gangster rap? Because we didn't make that. Remember, you said Negroes was made in America.
Yeah, America created.
Well, that's eugenics.
That's a corporate thing in hip hop.
But then that also came out of Hillary, Schillery Clinton's thing, saying that we was genetically, criminally insane.
So she a part of gangster rap?
So, but let me tell you the coldest gangster rap that was ever written. Y'all want to hear the coldest gangster rap that was ever written?
Yeah.
It was written by a European dude.
What's his name?
And it was, I don't remember his name because I was absent that day.
Was it da ha ha?
No. It was
Was
The
it
Rapping
Elvis?
Duke.
No, it was, I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America. That's the coldest and biggest rap ever made.
Oh, that's deep.
And everybody was on key.
To the republic for which we stand, one nation under God, indivisible, and liberty
But that
and
goes
justice
back to
for
that
all.
headyism
No,
that I
it
was
goes
talking
back
about.
to all men are
'Cause it became
created
a sing
equal,
song.
and we're in the pursuit of happiness. If you go look at the
That's deep.
Masonic Temple on Wilshire,
That's deep.
God bless the Scottish Rites Temple.
Break it
And you
down.
go
That
look
red
on
and
there,
blue. That red and blue.
Yeah,
Talk
man.
to me.
So
Talk
the
to me.
coolest rap song ever wrote was the Pledge of Allegiance, man. You swear to kill for this. Let me tell you the difference between America's policies and our emotions. Okay? This is how it works. Our emotions and our policies go like this. We don't stand on business like America do. I'm talking about the corporate part of America, not the citizens. If I go,
Is it different?
Big difference. Straight different
Break it down.
dichotomy. If I go outside right now and I go up there to my 1985 Fiat I got out there and I don't put that money in that meter and I tell the meter lady, hey lady, she say, Malik, move your car. And I be, no, I ain't moving shit. No, what's up? And she like, move your car. And I'm like, F you. She gonna call 911. 911 gonna come. She gonna send one of them cool little police officers. He gonna come, hey man, you need to move your car. Man, I'll beat you. And then what he gonna do? Block him. You know why? Because they serious about that quarter that go in that meter. They stand on business down to that quarter is my point. You understand? They will send a hired hitman to knock your head off because you're not complying with what they say do. We don't have that. We'd rather get a ticket or just walk away. No. So we have a different approach to life when it comes to taking stuff serious. Don't start emailing and acting stupid talking about that metaphor didn't make sense because it didn't. It never meant to make no sense. So don't tell me that went over my head. The airplane over your house don't make no sense. And one last thing. Why is it that in all urban cities, from here to Chicago to Atlanta to New York to Jamaica to Brazil, why is it that all airports fly over urban cities where poor people at? I never did get that.
They radioactive?
They don't fly them over Bel Air.
That's no coincidence.
Well, that's just another show, gentlemen, ladies and gentlemen.
I want to bring it back to hip hop again, and what I want to point out, and I'm gonna give you guys a scenario. When I was watching the movie NWA, which NWA was part of the pioneer. There was Ice-T, NWA, so on and so forth, as far as gangster rap, and they did a movie for NWA, and they had a scene in the movie, and it was Eazy-E in a drug house, and on the door behind him it said SBC, Santana Block, right? That's what that means, Santana Block Crips. Well, that scene was false because Eazy-E didn't sell us drugs. He came to us to buy drugs. So they took it and flipped it. In other words, it was back to your point when you talk about the falsehoods and the creative narratives. And
well, Hollywood is creatively bankrupt.
I'm just pointing out how they do that. You know what I mean? Because these individuals, they're creators of theft, larceny. They have stolen, and they just outright just took our culture and then gave it to Hollywood, and Hollywood,
well, here it
they
is.
put their writers on it.
Yeah.
Do Hollywood Corporation owe us a kickback?
Definitely.
And what sum or what matter should what do Hollywood owe black folks?
Let me tell you what the kickback is.
Because they may be bankrupt for when it comes to not having any more creative ideas to produce shows.
They got to get it from us.
But they filthy rich off the content that they got on us as clowns and circus rats and everything else for a star or a Klondike bar. You know what I'm saying? Either one, it don't matter.
Everything that Hollywood owe us on a kickback sauce comes in the way of them kicking us back behind the field goal, meaning they knocked down death row.
Wait. Was Puffy right then?
Puffy.
Here it is. Let's go back to Puffy. Puffy wanted to buy Viacom. Was he right? Tyler Perry wanted to buy Viacom. Bill Cosby wanted to buy NBC. Is it possible? Because we have a lot of content that people own. You know what I'm saying? It's worth billions of dollars. They trade on it. They do everything. But there's no benefit to the communities that produced it. You're using characters and you parading our characters all over the world as clowns, drug addicts, gang members. And this is our image all over the world. When people see us, they lock the door. You feel
Definitely
me?
locked it.
And so somebody damaged our brand. We didn't do that. You know, you put us in a poverty situation, you living in a place where you have to have food, clothing, and shelter. And if you don't have the means to do it, what's your behavior? How does that affect your behavior?
I think what they did was they capitalized off of what we recycled, which was misery and pain. Black people have a tendency of, we're the biggest electrically EVs you will ever imagine. We can take some of the most unusable products, from soul food to pain to gangbanging to dancing, and recycle it into, from, like Tupac and them would say, from the concrete growth of rose. So that would be us. We can take the worst of the worst. I mean, black people even took the COVID thing and made fly masks. You know what I mean? And during death, you know, we put casket wraps on our thing, and we have always appreciated the intelligence of God by utilizing it in such a way that we showed other people civilization. So when you see us bouncing down the street in lowriders with baby Gangster in them, you know, we took what God gave us, the ability to be independent thinkers and to be creative to make other people's lives happy. Because at the end of the day, Your life may be yours, but it don't belong to you. Especially when you're a servant to the people. Like to them celebrities, you don't belong to your neighborhood no more. You belong to the people. That's what happened with Brother Nipsey. Brother Nipsey became so universal to where he couldn't just be in one spot because he that controls your thinking, like Minister Farrakhan say, controls your movement.
That's the right
so
thing.
if all you know is a Dr. Seuss book, you're not going to get your rite of passage that you're supposed to get. So the object of the Truce show, by the way, press like, subscribe, and what's that other one? And share. Follow and share and whatnot. And also, just on another note before we get up out of here, you know who I want to interview, man? And I don't know why, but I do know. But he's a American artist. That's how they describe it when you do AI. An American artist, talent, actor, and rapper. For some reason, I would love to talk to YG. I don't know why that dude came up on my soul this morning. Because he was with Nipsey, and it's a lot of youngsters like him that have influence in the streets. And dudes like DJ Mustard, you don't necessarily have to get Kendrick because I'm quite sure he's busy, but I'd like to really get their take on what direction are we going as black, because some people just try to show them like with their tribe, the gang stuff. I believe there's a lot of intellectual conversations that can come out of them dudes if they was afforded the opportunity to be in front of dudes like us that was raised by OGs and not IG. So he's just one of many that I would like to talk. Now the other dudes that's on that list that I know we'll never get.
Who is this?
Well, I don't want to say their names because they might just try to pop up and refute what I'm saying.
Yeah, we ain't going to eliminate nobody.
Right, but I just want to talk to some people so that we don't have to know what they're going to do, but also we don't have to speculate no more. We can hear directly from them.
What we don't want to do on the show, homie.
Okay.
What we don't want to do on the show, homie, is put stuff out there, man, you know, and you're going to have to get DP. Now, who you saying gonna come on the show, cuz?
Hey, I got something for Negroes like y'all. Hold on. I'm going to do like the white man did me that time when I threatened him. I said, man, He said, what? 911. Okay, but guess what my rebuttal was? Oh, really? 1-800-1040. That's the IRS. So when they threaten you with 911, you just go 1-800 Uncle Sam. But we want to get perspectives.
That's it.
And we want to get
That's true.
the opportunity to hear directly from the fountain of youth is my point.
One thing we can't underestimate. There's nothing new under the sun, and the multitude of talents that you just mentioned. We can go all the way back. There was a guy. His name was Oscar Moson. He was probably one of the greatest talents Hollywood has ever known, as far as writing, directing, vision, just a plethora of things that he was very great at.
Is that the dude from the white boy stole all this stuff?
Probably they stole a lot of something. And he was just before their time, and they blackballed him. And today it just was crazy about it. It's just how many of us don't even know this guy. You know what I mean? And he was such a great talent. Just go read up on him. Don't take my word for it.
Black dude, right?
Go read up on him.
Did he have a famous show that he wrote and somebody stole from him?
All that.
My thing is what I like about today was that when Gangster had the ability to call in, you know what I'm saying? You know, I like more, you know, going in that direction, you know, bringing different people in like the Flossies and the Sykes from, you know what I'm saying? Bringing the Tones and, you know, bringing these brothers in, man, to share this, you know, this platform to be able to get the information out
we
there.
Can get,
you know, that's most important for me as far as in building the foundation. Then once we get the foundation, once we get the foundation, you know, it's like, you know.
But I think that one voice speaks for all voices when they speak the truth. Right. And if we can get those people to even if it's not about, like with us, we don't do personality worshiping. So if we mention somebody that's in the mainstream, we're not mentioning them because we're
They got to be relevant. They got to be relevant.
They got to be somebody that's relevant or somebody that can have input or can get an enlightenment from us as to how to push their program.
They're all enlightened. But
So-
like I say, for us, you know, we not chasing nobody. We
we ain't gonna never do that. We don't chase buses or
They got to
or
align with
females.
the agenda. You know what I'm saying? Without the agenda, man, you know, we just don't talk about
What about
just,
Charleston
you know.
White?
Yeah, we might want Charleston. We want to know where he coming from because he met some other brothers and he said that he didn't. You know, LA is big, man. You got to be able to go, you know, touch in and get in contact with real other people that's out here too.
I'll tell you
know?
one thing. Whatever would anybody like or dislike, Charleston White and Whack 100 are probably some of the best marketing people on social media. And
Facts.
whether you like them or dislike them, they just really great at what
Facts.
they do. And everybody is always waiting to listen to see what they're going to say next. And they're willing to say things that a lot of people are just not willing to say. And they're taking it a lot further than most. But with that being said, we are the truth, and we're here to tell you the truth. And whether we get those individuals or the next individuals, we're here for it. And we're going to make this enlightening, informational. You're gonna get very informed by listening to the truth. So continue to like, subscribe, and share, and follow us. And don't forget to go follow that truth, because the truth is in the truth.
Bam!
Lock the door.
What's up, baby? What's going on?
Oh yeah, well you know you right here at the Truce Show, man. You know this is our debut in terms of trying to bring some enlightenment to our people, not an indictment. But you made mention of something, and just for the listening audience, this is Baby Gangster. You know, one of the hub city's finest. For those that don't know, that's Compton, California.
Salute,
you know, the
salute,
brother we salute.
salute.
You know what I mean? The brother is very influential in this community from a positive perspective. He's got youth programs. You know, he's an excellent master mechanic, has some of the nicest lowriders on earth. But he speaks a lot about the experiences that we discuss here on this show. And it also gives us a chance to hear it from the heartbeat of the streets, because brothers like this and Mel and Daoud, you know, they got their thumbs on the pulse of the community. You know, so I want to hear from him, and we're going to try to get to him right quick. Bear with us with this speaker that we're utilizing. My phone is definitely a disaster. But for the most part, Baby Gangster, introduce yourself and kind of tell us what made you call in today to the Truce Show, man.
You know, my name is Gangster, you know what I'm saying, straight out of Compton. You know, you can find me on YouTube at OGENT You know, and I was just strolling through my phone, and I seen you and Melly Mel on there. I seen you and Melly give me a shout out, and I'm like, damn, they this live. Let me call in and see what's going on, because you know, I'm pushing a certain agenda right now. Hashtag, you know what I'm saying, that says hashtag no black agenda, no vote. You know what I'm saying, and I'm pushing this hashtag because we wanted to go viral, because we need to get their attention and let them know, if Kamala Harris don't come up with no kind of black agenda, I'm definitely not going to vote for her. I wouldn't give a damn if Trump win or not, because we got to show these people that we tired of them just stepping on us, man. Every day they cater to everybody but us. Soon the Chinese start getting beaten up and shot at or whatever, Biden hurry up and did executive order for them. You know what I'm saying? We've been getting beaten, killed for 400 years, and they ain't never gave us one. You know, but they can't win without us, though. You know what I'm saying? They cannot win without the black vote, man. You know what I'm saying? So at this point in time, man, we got to stand up, man. If we don't stand up now, it ain't gonna never happen, man.
Yeah, but would it be fair to say that, you know, and during war, and I'm quite sure all of us have read the book, The Art of War. I think that's Sun Tzu, something like that. And in The Art of War, you know, they consider the booty, and the definition of the word booty is the spoils of war, the prize. And if you look at it metaphorically speaking, the spoils of war that we have in our community, who got more booty than black women? Or just minority women, period. So the spoils of war during this election time, it's like a war. You know what I'm saying? But they done captured the booty, which is the mind of the females. But we here to let the women know that, one, we know that y'all not just gonna let nobody sell y'all no fried ice cream. So we here to defend your honor with enlightenment. But on the contrary, we got to understand the art of war, man, because like one of the great presidents said, the highest form of patriotism is to retreat. You know what I mean? So oftentimes we got to hold our vote to see what's in it for us. So I fully understand exactly what you're saying in regards to, the conditions that our people are in now, because currently as we speak, our people worse off now than they was on the plantation. They outside, they defecating on themselves, they having mental incapacitation moments, and then there's an overproliferation of drugs. When I was a reporter for the Sentinel, I wrote an article called Chemicals and Weapons and Biological Weapons of Mass Destruction Hit the Inner City. And I wasn't talking about no nuclear bombs. I was, again, talking about that crack cocaine, the HIV, you know what I'm saying, them diseases, the tuberculosis, the cancer, you know what I'm saying, and then these weapons with them big switches and stuff on there that they done did. But see, what we got to do is rub the lantern of our people and do like you say, man, no black agenda, no vote.
No black.
Yeah, because look, man, these, we already know most women function off their emotions. Well, all women function off their emotions. And you know what I'm saying? We can't just, y'all sisters out there, y'all just can't be voting for this broad just because she a woman. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what a lot of them is, voting for because she's a woman. But at the end of the day, you got to look at her record. She already said she ain't finna do nothing specific for black Americans, for black foundational Americans. You know what I'm saying? But they did something specific for the Chinese. They specific for the LGBT. They did something specific for the transgenders. They did something specific for them motherfuckers coming over the border. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, man, come on, we got to wake the fuck up, homie. Excuse my French. We got to wake up because, man, if we don't do nothing, this is our time right now, homie. You know what I'm saying? If we don't do nothing, what generation gonna do something after us, man? We got 4 generations of crack babies and had babies that done had babies that done had babies, and ain't none of them learned nothing. It's so pitiful now. I teach a life skills class and a mentoring course, man, and it shocked the hell out of me that these kids don't even know how to write cursive, homie. I'm teaching them how to write cursive right now. The schools don't even teach the kids how to write cursive no more.
Well, I'm going to expound on that for 1 second, and I'm going to pass it to my colleagues because I'm quite sure they want to add on to this. But, what I find interesting is that, and I'm not going to point to any party in particular because, it speaks for itself, but you take prayer out of school, and then when the school, God forbid, gets shot up, you out front praying. I never understood that, Mel. Can you help me with that?
It's crazy, man. At the end of the day, they're going to take prayer out of school, but they want to put the homosexuality in school. They want boys to be able to go in the bathroom with girls, playing like they girls. This is crazy, man.
Baby,
we living in Babylon anyway.
Absolutely.
We already know that the U.S. is down. It's just a matter of time when.
Baby
you know
G,
what I'm saying? But I know. Listen, man, we didn't got freed up out of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? To get spread all across the world as slaves, to get freed. And I'm gonna tell you, homie, this is not it. This is not the end of it. People keep talking about they waiting on God, homie, but God already put us in a position, homie, to where all we gotta do is just come together and unite. All the sacrifices was made through the civil rights movement, man. You know what I'm saying? And we ain't got to march no more. We ain't got to get hosed down by water hoses, bit by dogs, thrown in jail, hung, none of that, man. All that sacrifice been made, man. All we got to do is come together as one, homie. And the world is ours, man. God looking at us saying, what the hell is y'all doing? People be acting like God just gonna zap something and, oh yeah, everything is good. No, all God do is put you in the position or give you the opportunity to get what you want. And it's up to you whether you take that opportunity to take it. That's why God gives us free will, man. We
Absolutely.
all got free will, man.
Absolutely.
And through that free will and the decisions you make determines how your life gonna turn out.
Yeah, because we fashion our own life with our own 2 hands. Gangster, what I want to ask you at this point, how critical is this moment? Because using a scale of 1 to 10, no black agenda, no vote, how critical is that?
Man, this is past critical, man. You know what I'm saying? We've been supporting these damn Democrats, homie, forever, man. And what we get every time, we always get the short end of the stick, man. And then we got all these dumbass, excuse my French, brothers and sisters talking about, oh, we was eating when Trump was, you was eating when Trump was in office because of the pandemic, and all of you crook motherfuckers was pulling scams to get the money. But
Yeah, it's
Trump
all
didn't
taxpayer
give you the
dollars.
money. Trump didn't give you the money. The money that program was already set up for any pandemic.
Yes.
Any president that was in office, the same thing was gonna happen. So I don't know why they keep hollering about, oh, Trump. Trump ain't gave y'all a dime.
So it don't matter if big Trump, tiny Trump, or baby Trump give us the money, we riding with it. Or Kamala Harris, she come with the money, or she come with the agenda. Pardon me.
Man, whoever come with a black agenda, man.
There you go.
But
That's what I'm talking about. If Trump come with a black agenda, let's go. But you know what I'm saying? We just left out, man. Everybody, look, man. Everybody, the whole world benefits off of us, man. We spend our money with everybody, man, every race except our own, man.
Yeah, everybody get rich off of us.
Look, man, everybody sitting back. They just sit back and watch us, man, and pray that we can't never unite, man. Because they know if we unite, homie, it's over, man.
It's more powerful than a nuclear bomb.
Man, we the strongest and the smartest race on earth. Everything been invented came from black people that's significant. The Romans and the Greeks had to go to goddamn Egypt, you know what I'm saying, to learn how to be civilized. You know what I'm saying? They got science, math, and everything else from Egypt. Everything came from us, homie.
Father of medicine in hotel.
What do you think about that, dog? The fact that Baby Gangster said no black agenda, no vote. What do you think about that civil engagement mindset?
When I think about it, shit, I'm a part of it. Shit, that's what I think about it. He said he calling on us to unite. So you know, we all represent individuals. We represent tribes of people that have to have a message. And right now, the agenda is that we develop agenda. And we submit it to them. You know, hey, you know, all this money that you spend into all the other situations, if we don't get none first, then you don't ask us to participate in none of your fucking circus games. So I like what Gangster's saying. He's standing on business when he's saying it, you know?
These people, man, just gives Israel billions every year, man.
Man.
Israel got free college and Medicare.
What do we get in return, G?
On their people, so they can have free Medicare and free college, and we over here, we don't even got it. Why we continue to kiss Israel ass and get him all that money, man?
So what's our ad? What's our ads? What we asking for? What we asking for? What's our agenda? Tell me what we asking for. How much money we need? How much U.S. backed government bonds that needs to support what they give us? Because once this country back anything is gold. So you know we look at, for me, you know, my thing is that we have historical zip codes in the city of Los Angeles and Compton and Carson. And these zip codes have been taken from us, and our people have been forced out. We have a 56,000 homeless population, and 90% of them is people that come out of these communities. So my thing is that, you know, what we asking these people to give us, what we want, you know what I'm saying, what we want as a whole, how much, what we putting on this, because, you know, like I said, the black agenda starts with us, and I think that being black men, you know, it's our turn, because we the ones ain't never got shit. We don't got no subsidies, we don't got no Medi-Cal, we all got convictions that was enforced upon us based upon the same thing every other goddamn human being need: food, clothing, and shelter. You know, if we had adequate ways to provide food, clothing, and shelter, we'd be a great nation. We wouldn't have a lot of dead homies. But unfortunately, somebody came in and found a way to use that to make billions of dollars for themselves. Law enforcement, probation, prisons, you know, LGBTQ. These institutions represent billions of dollars, and they probably got over 100,000 people that's pushing. But at the cost of what? At the cost of giving us nothing as black men.
But they gave y'all Black Lives Matter.
Man, that George Soros gang gave us nothing.
Okay, so now we get into...
Everybody giving these immigrants, giving them money, shelter, you know what I'm saying? And they ain't worked a day and put a dime in the Social Security or nothing. and they coming right over the border and getting money and shelter. You know, and I'm just saying, man. Listen, man. They only can do what we allow them to do. We the ones been pussies. We the ones been laying down.
Yes, sir.
Every time these other races stand up, they stand up together and they break down and give them what they want.
Truce,
We the ones that continue to lay down, man. We want our motherfucking reparations. We want motherfucking free school, and we want free health care.
Hey, you know what, gangster? I was gonna tell you, not to cut your wisdom, but I was gonna suggest something, Dawo and Mel.
Go ahead.
And tell me if I'm correct in this. Now, in order to get asylum, you have to come, and doesn't reflect on any particular race, because this asylum thing is coming from people from all over the world, even Africa. So we're not concerned about how you guys are going to try to pigeonhole us into some race conversation. But if the criteria for getting asylum and a better way of life, and one of the criteria that you can utilize at any embassy or country is that I'm running from violence, then don't you think my black ass being from South Central, you from Compton, and he from Watts, don't you think we need to file some papers and see if we can get some shit? Because I've been running from them niggas in the hood a long ass time. They've been shooting at my ass, fucking up in my girl. What else they doing? The nigga wrote on the wall, Pookie Finder, locked my homie up. I ain't never seen a human being do 6 months in the house at the LA Central Jail on Abel Road. I mean, so I need to file for asylum from this joint. Can I go to Beverly Hills? And that's another country. So I'm just listening, audience. Is there any country within the United States that I can leave South Central? Because I'm a victim of a violent, tyrannical, tyrant environment that I need to escape. I need to grab my children, my dog, and my truck, and I need to go. So where can I go? Is my question. In all honesty, where can I go? I can't go nowhere. Russia just said the black man is Jesus over there. I can't get there because child support don't let us get there. This ain't an enlightenment. This is an indictment. So, I mean, like, at what point does Soros and the child support agency and all these people, man? Because let me tell you something, black woman.
Let my people go.
No, because everybody that's black is not your people. You can't say that. First, you got to let your own black ass go from the self-slavery, from the mental anguish and the tyrannical treatment that we treat ourselves with. Because like Don King told me, he said, Malik, we can't stop till we get a chicken in every pot and a Lamborghini in every garage.
Man.
Where's that at? And then don't talk about us buying big chains and all that, because when we was in Egypt civilizing y'all, we was in big chairs with Dayton's and lowriders and shit. Julius Caesar had a car like Baby Gangster. So, I mean, where's this all of a sudden we have to accept poverty? How's it that we mastered poverty?
You just hit it.
But we ain't able to master independence for ourselves. Let's keep it real in the field, man. Compton and Watts together. You know they in trouble.
The hub and the dub.
Come on, man. Throw Long Beach in there in the south of the Centrals ain't no joke.
East side.
So for real, though, people, man, stop playing these mental gymnastic games with us. These verbal gymnastics. Yes, I'm putting a lot of 92 octane into this shit right here because it's not emotional. It's conditional. And y'all condition me to respond this way.
It's called righteous indignation.
No, it's called when truthhood come, falsehood vanishes, and falsehood is forever a vanishing thing. That's what it's called, because what happens is truthhood knocks the brains out of falsehood.
Man.
That's on the Bible.
Listen, at the end of the day, man, like I say, it's on us, man.
It's on us.
Yeah, but not just that though, gangster. They demeaning the role of the black man, which is the center of the foundation of his house, like the sun is the foundation of the universe.
It's still on us, though, homie.
That's what I'm talking about. So who put these people in front of us?
All we got to do is stand up, homie, as black men and black women and come together, and this whole fucking world is ours, man.
Okay, let me ask you this one question, BG.
Well, listen, we just a minority in America. We the majority over the world.
And we the most accepted. But let me ask you this, though. I think, and I'm going to ask Mel, and I'm going to ask Dawo as well. Would it be fair to say that charity begins at home and then spreads abroad, correct?
Yeah, what?
You give, charity begins at your house first, then you go outside and give, correct?
Yeah, but at the end of the day, due to the conditions that we done been in, a lot of these youngsters and these kids and they don't know nothing about no chick. They don't know shit. They ain't been told nothing and they don't know nothing. So if you can't teach your kid nothing, then how he gonna teach his kids something when he have kids? And that's what's been happening.
Now, let me ask you this, and I'm going to pass it to my colleagues. When my mom was growing up, and my grandmother, they scrubbed floors and they did what they did. They had 5, 6 kids, no man. But they put out doctors, lawyers, trash men, dude work at the gas station, carpenters, mailmen. But I noticed since these people who are running us, these test tube babies that we can't keep up with, there's these mad scientists, our women today are putting out gang members, people who have sexual orientation confusion, murderers, sociopaths. What is genetically going on that they put in us that we don't hold fast to what we believe in?
It ain't even all that, homie. It's a combination, you know what I'm saying, of the blind leading the blind. You know what I'm saying? The blind, you know, if I don't know nothing, how can I teach my son something? You know what I'm saying? And that's real. And that's how it's been for like 4 generations.
Man,
It's
speak
been
on.
like 4 generations of crack babies that done had babies. Ain't no grandmama no more. Grandmama up in the club with her daughter. You know what I'm saying?
They in competition with one another, G.
We gotta reteach. We gotta reteach the whole family structure, homie.
We just said
The whole
that.
family structure has to be retaught, man.
Reconstruction.
So it'd be fair to say that we have to reintroduce the church and the Bible.
Yeah, I remember I remember growing up and my mama would cook dinner at a certain time and every one of us better be at that damn table when it's time for dinner.
Oh, and
No, I'm coming in the house eating later. We all had to sit down and eat together. I remember them days, man.
But I can take you back further than that.
Them days is long gone.
They had a commercial that used to come on. They used to say,
a whole lot of motherfucking, really a whole lot of zombies out here walking around, man. And it's up to us as black men and black women, man, to get this shit together and start reteaching. Because you can't fault a person for something that they don't know, homie. You can't fault a person like these kids out in the street, these youngsters out in the street, man. Most of them don't like the way they living. They wish they could live better. But they only can do what they know, man. They don't know nothing, so all they resort to is crime. But if they knew better, they probably would do better.
now, let me ask you this, gangster. Now, we all know and understand that self-accountability is very important. Correct, Mel?
Correct.
Would that be correct, Daoud?
Correct.
Now,
Yes, it is.
the object of your show, which, by the way, people should like and subscribe, OG Entertainment. They got the best content over there for your listening pleasures. But I also believe that I should ask the question that all of us can probably answer. How important is it for us to get together as black men and stop the killing of one another, the conniving of one another? Because Dr. Francis Cress Welsing once said, stop manipulating one another. Stop stealing from one another. Stop overcharging one another. Stop dogging one another. At what point, because see, the sun, and again, we said this last time, the sun rises in the east and sets in the west. But since Hollywood now has the camera on it and not it on the world, everybody's emulating what we do on the West Coast. But until we really, really get them youngsters to let them tell us what it is that we can do to help y'all stop hurting one another and get to the business. Because these kids are financially illiterate. They closed down 5 or 6 schools in Inglewood, because of the fact they don't even have enough students. And it's just a sad way of living, handing down these curses to our children, making their own people their damn enemy, their ops. Who exacerbated the word ops to where the children in Chicago? But I mean, it's just pathetically sad because we have more academic stuff to offer to our children. Why don't we just, instead of telling our children, oh, use a killer, use a whoop-de-whoop, use a hitter, use a slider, why don't we just say use a doctor?
Well, see, listen, man.
Use a lawyer.
I'm going to tell you like this right here, man. We have the ability, and we got the people, and we got the means to do whatever we want to do, man. These youngsters, we got to stop We got to stop supporting these motherfuckers that ain't supporting us, man. You know what I'm saying? Just imagine if Oprah, Tyler Perry, Shaq, Charles Barkley, LeBron James, do you know how big the platforms they got? Just imagine if they went on their platforms and started preaching what we preaching.
Shout out to K. Dot, Kendrick Lamar.
You know, all that. Well, just imagine if they went on their platforms and started trying to bring our people together.
It would create a movement.
You know what I'm saying? The shit will be done quickly, homie.
But they're about to do it when they put Kamala on us, though, so you know that.
You know, but I'm just saying, they the fucking devil. They devils. That's why they don't do it, man. When have you heard of Oprah Winfrey speaking on all them killers of black brothers and sisters with no guns? When have you ever heard her speak on that? Tyler Perry, none of them don't speak. Michael Jordan, none of them speak on our issues that's killing us, man. We got to stop supporting these motherfuckers. Stop buying them motherfucking Jordans. Stop watching Oprah shows. Stop watching Tyler Perry shows. Because they don't give a damn about us, man. All they do is use us for our money, man. Just imagine if them platforms and a motherfucker went on their platform and started speaking peace. Start holding town halls. Bringing the youth in. Man, we'll be all right, man, within a month. But they just sit back, homie, and they just watch these kids kill each other, man.
Well,
and they don't say a word, homie.
Well,
all these rappers out here, if you ain't speaking nothing positive, if you ain't trying to tell these youth to stop the violence, we need to stop supporting all these people, man.
And shout out to Lil Dirk, who's trying to stop the killing in Chicago. Is that his name, Lil Dirk? Mm-hmm. Yeah, Lil Dirk. You know, tap into the Truce show one day, man. And you heard the brother Baby Gangster right here. Baby Gangster, do us a favor. Tell us where we can find your supreme wisdom on your cyber location, and give us some wisdom, man, to take with us to ride with, man, while we're in this '64 Chevy rag.
Listen, man, you can find me on YouTube at OGENT TV. OGENT, one word, and then TV. Listen, man, at the end of the day, this is what I tell my people every day, man. Ain't nobody coming to help us, man. You know what I'm saying? And we don't need nobody to come and help us. We not looking for no handouts. You know what I'm saying? But this country is only rich because of us. Because our ancestors, blood, sweat, and tears, built this shit while they sit back and didn't do nothing but collect money. America is built off the backs of our people, man. But all we got to do is come together as one, man. And I know, homie, if we come together, it's a wrap. Everybody depends on us being separated, man. Divide and conquer. It's been like that since they took us off the boat. They knew as long as they keep us separated, man, we could never reach our full strength. We could never reach our full potential. But if we come together, man, and the world is ours, man.
Hey, baby gangster, do me a favor.
I always say, homie, when you know better, you got to do better, man. And I know it's a whole lot of us out here that know better, and that's on some bullshit.
Do me a favor, do a drop for us for the Truce show, man. We sure appreciate it because we need that eternal, perpetual voice of yours to come across the screen in order to bring in those people that can identify with the stuff that we're talking about. So if you don't mind, man, give us some real departing wisdom, but we can use as our drop, man, because it's important that all the voices that are important to our community be heard, man, and that's what this platform is about. Would you agree with that, dawg?
Shit, I'm 100.
Would you agree with that, man?
Absolutely.
If y'all want the truth, check out the Truce show, man. You gonna get it live, and you gonna get it raw, and you gonna get it real. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no BS on this Truce show, man. We here for our people, and all we want to do is come together as one, open our own banks, our own businesses, and our own schools, because ain't nobody gonna love us like we love us, man.
Yes, sir.
And give us that hashtag again, G, before leaving. What's that hashtag again?
That hashtag is no black agenda, no vote.
There it is. No black agenda, no vote.
Man, if they can't come up with a black agenda for us, man, we ain't voting for them. We just got to sacrifice, sit this one out, and build for the next 4 years.
And for those who's listening, we don't care if it's Democrat or Republican, right?
And we don't care if it's Democrat or Republican, man. Because I'm in the process of opening up my own super PAC. So be on by it. Stay tuned.
There it is. You got it first from Baby Gangster, man. Compton, California, man. The hub and the dub, man. There it is. We appreciate you, G.
Nothing but love, baby.
Nothing but love.
Respect.
Love, y'all.
Man,
Love you, brother.
Lock the door, G.
Because the game gonna send you a bill. Baby Gangster is in the house to collect.
Man, you can go anywhere in the world to get a couple of lies, but you come right here to get the truth. The truth. Tell them that we coming. Just tell them that we coming. Lock it in. Lock the door.
Because the game is gonna send you a bill.